Hey everyone, John here, and today's video we're going to look at sample questions and answers for the IELTS speaking test part 1. So just a quick recap of the last video. Part 1 of the speaking test has roughly 12 questions and you'll have 20 seconds about to answer each one. To get a good mark, you want to try and explain and give as many details in your answer as possible, and also vary your vocabulary as much as you can. So here are some of my sample questions. You can pause the video at each one and give yourself 20 seconds to answer it, and then I'll give my model answer. However, if your answer is different from mine, it doesn't mean it's wrong. The most important thing is that you explain and give details to your answer, and this is what will give you the higher mark. Also bear in mind that I am a native speaker, so my answers may be better than yours, but that doesn't mean that you won't get a good grade if you do the test. So let's look at this first one. How often do you use the internet? I use the internet every day. For me, it is extremely useful for staying in touch with my friends, especially those who live outside of Hong Kong. I use apps such as WeChat, Instagram, WhatsApp, and YouTube every day. So here I've answered the question. I say I use it every day. I say what I use it for, so talking to my friends. And lastly, I give some examples of apps I use. So WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube. The next question, how many people are in your family? There are 5 in my family. I am the youngest. I have an older sister who currently works as a doctor in England, and I have an older brother who works in IT. Both my parents are still employed and they live together at our farm. So you don't want to answer this question by just saying 5. You obviously need to give more details so you can talk about your family members. If you are an only child, you can still give a lot of details. So maybe you could talk about how you think it would be nice, or you would rather have a brother or sister, or you can give some reasons why you think it's good to be an only child. Just give details and explanations to your answers, and this is what will give you a good grade. Next, do you like playing sports? So this could be a tough question for some people. Personally, I love playing sports. I enjoy playing football and rugby with my friends. It's a good way to catch up with them if I haven't seen them in a while. I'm not the best at these sports, but it's more about having fun and chatting with my friends rather than being good at it. So if you don't like sports, this could be difficult, but what you can do is give some reasons why you don't like sports, and then suggest something else that you do in your spare time with your friends. So instead of playing sports, you can say you play video games, and you can even mention that even though you don't like playing them, you do enjoy watching sports on TV. Or you could just lie and say you like sports. Next, do you think technology has a negative impact on your life? So this is a difficult question. I believe that technology has a mostly positive impact on my life. It's extremely helpful for keeping in touch with my friends and family, although sometimes it does distract me from doing my assignments, as I would rather play video games instead. So this is a difficult question and it's very open-ended. I think the best way to answer it is to give your own personal opinion and then back it up with some reasons. So here I have said I think it's mostly positive because I can talk to my friends and family. And then you want to maybe mention something that is the opposite of your opinion. So then I say about why it can be bad. So I play video games instead of doing work. So that's how you would answer this question, I think. Give your own opinion and then give some reasons why also it can be good or bad. And then the last one, what is your hometown like? So I'm not going to go through this in detail, but I've just given a brief description of my hometown, some reasons why I like it, and lots of other details. And here are my final points. It's okay to take a second or two to think before you answer the question. So this is especially true for those more specific or difficult questions. You have 20 seconds to answer and you probably won't need the whole 20 seconds, so you can spend a while to think and make sure you give a good answer. Not every answer requires a lot of details, but add in as much as you can. So what I mean by this is the first question they ask you can probably be very simple. They may ask, do you work or study? And you can just reply by saying where you study and what you study, and that could be it. You could also say maybe you don't have enough time to work or wherever you work part-time. And they will normally ask you a follow-up question, and in that follow-up question you can give more details. And keep practicing and know what to expect. So I mentioned it last time, knowing what to expect means you can answer the questions better and you can get a better grade. So that's today's video, everyone. I hope you found it useful. You can send me an email or ask me some questions about anything at all. And thank you very much for watching.